Hi, I'm Chad Cummings from the Worthington City Council, and here's a recap of what we had at our Monday, June 24th meeting in Worthington City Council chambers. We did an amendment to the Water and Light Commission bylaws. There were some things that were just outdated that weren't even proof of policy anymore that needed to be changed. Also changed the term limits that are available for commission members to be available to stay or be on the commission. Being on the Water and Light Commission is one of the harder things to learn over time. Utilities is a tricky game, and it comes from a lot of sources and a lot of payouts and pricing and things of that nature. So we did extend that so terms could be extended longer for those who wish to stay on, but those can get out at any time. We also did a lease agreement with Great River Energy. They're going to be building a new substation and electric from the east for Worthington Public Utilities, which has been a process that's taken a lot of years to get to. So we gave them a lease for a piece of property to use as a laydown yard to construct and build that. So now we have another source from the east for power with Great River Energy. In other action, we did approve designation of representatives from the city to go to our sister cities. The one in the United States, Cuero, Texas, in October, and I will be representing the city at Turkey Fest this year in Cuero, Texas, in October. In September, Mayor Rick Von Holt will be attending the delegation of about 50 people or more going to Kreilsheim, Germany. And he will join Oberbürgermeister Grimmer and them at Volkfest in Kreilsheim in September. We also looked at our investment policy for the city, and we did a few things to adopt a new policy after consulting with our financial agents at Ehlers and Associates, who help us with bonding a lot and all of our investments. We did a sign agreement for Worthington District 518 and for Minnesota West Community and Technical College to put signage up on the JBS Fieldhouse. This coming after our agreements with both District 518 athletics to use the facility when fields and areas are not ready for practices, for training, for specialized things, so they can use the field house, and we'll have Trojan signing up on the walls. And also Minnesota West just signed a multi-year agreement to use it for athletics, for football, for off-season training, for baseball when the spring weather doesn't allow them to get outside, and their softball programs. So those agreements will allow us to put signage up on the JBS Fieldhouse that reflects that agreement with District 518 and Minnesota West. We also did an emergency declaration for the city of Worthington. Really a technicality, as we had a 3-day policy in place during the flooding here of Worthington. The extension, and what we did was a 30-day with possible extension declaration of emergency, which allows for the assessment now that waters have receded, the lake is back in its banks, the streets are now, as of this morning, dry and open again in all of the community. This allows for us to assess the damages, find out things that we couldn't see because they were underwater, and apply for FEMA grants and FEMA protection because of the storm damage, as we likely will see emergency declarations by the state and federal government for our area. In addition to that, we did some changes. We're going to take Linda Lane right off of South Shore by Freedom Veterans Memorial Park, and we're going to mill and overlay that area to Hillcrest. That was because our projects that we had approved earlier in the summer came in under bid, so it left a little bit of room. So that $31,000 is going to get that project done ahead of time from what it was on the schedule. We also approved a resolution supporting the building of a trail that will go from the lake all the way towards the soccer fields by Bus Field, and do all that. That construction is a process because you have to go through this grant funding and everything. But we approved that we will match it and do that, and that will take place in 2027. And we called for public hearing that will take place in approximately 36 days, I think it is, for the Highway 59 reconstruction and jurisdiction transfer on the turnback that the city will take Highway 59 north after its reconstruction north of Humiston to I-90. So that's what we did in city business. Be willing to attend a city council meeting. Also be thinking of yourself if you would like to consider running for city council. That window will be opening soon for you to file to run for a city council. We will have 4 seats open due to the special election and the 3 seats that will normally be open on city council this year. So please, if you are considering contributing to the community and putting your efforts in, city council filing will take place in the next month or so, and you can go to City Hall and do that. For the city council recap, I'm Chad Cummings.